Hello everyone, this is Orlando from A Collector's Dream. And today I just wanted to thank Mike from Junk Wax Hero. Last night we talked for about an hour and a half. It was a great conversation. I showed some of my favorite cards, especially this one. That's my #1 favorite card. And we just ended up talking a lot about the hobby, about me and my collection, and what got me started and all that. And it was just a great conversation. Like I said, we talked over an hour and a half, had an awesome time. He's going to go ahead and put that out on video tonight. I don't know how much editing he's going to do there, because he'll probably edit some things out. I got a call in the middle of the conversation from my buddy Lou Rock. So, but it was a great time I had. And I just want to let you guys know to make sure you watch that tonight. I think it's going to be around 6 o'clock. I'm not real sure. But just a kind of a little recap of what happened. We just kind of talked cards and talked, how I started my collecting. And we also, he asked me some questions, some stuff, just basically some just questions here and there. And one of them was, he just asked me about, oh God, it's just a little bit of everything. He did get me on some quiz questions, asking me the 6 Cuban players that were in the Hall of Fame. And, of course, I knew the main ones, with Cepeda and Tony Perez and Tony Oliva. And, oh God, now I forget again. But anyway, I got those right, but I didn't, Minnie Minoso, of course, Minnie Minoso. But what I did not get right was I have forgotten about the Cuban players that did not play in the majors but are in the Hall of Fame, and those are the Negro League players like Martin Dihigo and Toriente. So those are the 2 Cuban players that I had forgotten, and they shouldn't be forgotten because they were the best. Martin Dihigo was really the top Cuban player, pretty much, as far as everyone will admit to that, even though he did not play in the majors. And Torriente was an all-around player. I think one of the only players who played not all 9 positions in a game. So he was an incredible player. He also asked me about, the reason I'm showing my 62 cards is because I'm looking for a card that we talked about in the, I'll leave my favorite King Kelly in the end there. We talked about the Yaz card. And I didn't have it with me, so just by memory, I asked him what's his favorite Yastrzemski card, and he said it was the 1961. And to me, I think the 1960 is a lot nicer card, and we talked about that. So I'm gonna go through here and just get these are all I think in order. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to find my Yaz. So what he told me about, what we talked about with the Yaz was that he, I kind of got it backwards. He said, I said that it had 3 bats. He was holding 3 bats and had 3 bat barrels and 2 knobs. And really, I think it's, so I'm looking for it now. He showed it to me in the thing, and it was actually 2 bats. 2 bats. And 3 bat barrels. So these are just some of my 62s. Oops, got them all in order here. So I'm just gonna flash through these. Let me go ahead and keep them in order. And as I talk. But the main thing, of course, everybody wants to see the 52 mantle, and even though that's an awesome card and really the best card I've got in my collection, it's a card that's pretty much readily available. That's a period. It's readily available, so it's one of those that, I'd rather show some of my rarer stuff that people don't see that often. And That's my maze. That's that. So just doing a quick look through my 62 set. And like I told him, a lot of my cards, over the years, as a part-time dealer, you buy and sell cards to upgrade your collection, and that's pretty much what I've done all my life. And there's certain cards that I have kept, certain sets that I have kept, like this 1962, because it is really my favorite, and it was such great condition when I got it from the original owner that I kind of kept that. But we talked about my collection, and I talked about my autograph collection, which is really one of the things that I like, the press steel autographs, and of course the gold line art, which is like the press steel, but it's the football version of those. So I showed some of those, and that's really one of the things that I'm trying. That's a nice Luke Rock rookie. So that's some of the things that I'm trying to finish completing, because he asked, what else am I looking for? And basically that's one of the things. So to finish my Hall of Fame football autograph run. So I'm working on that. And that's the Aaron. That's the Tom Trash rookie. That's the maze. So that's the kind of thing I'm looking for. So I showed some of those, my goal line art cards. I didn't show my press steel cards. Keep King Kelly in the picture there. I didn't show my press steel, and I didn't show a lot of these, because these are kind of cards that everybody sees. You can really get these anytime, any place, versus something like this where you can't really find these too often. These are rare, or something like this, which is even rare, which is the other King Kelly that I have, and I showed this one. Didn't really talk about this too much, but we did talk about the Goodwins and the Goodwin company that made these and made these. So I talked a little bit about that. And it's just a, fun thing. I enjoy talking about the cards. I really want to show some of the rare cards you don't see very often. And that's kind of what I tried to do in the live stream. Here it is. Here's my Yaz card that I was looking for. So my question to him was that, is he holding, 2 or 3 bats? Because it looks like he's holding 2 bats, 2 bat barrels, but he's got 3 knobs. So I just kind of, questioned and see what he thought. But I got it confused, because I didn't have the card in hand, and I just didn't have looked at it in a little bit. So I have forgotten, and I'm getting old. So I forgot. So I thought it was 3 bat barrels and 2 knobs, but it was 3 knobs and 2 bat barrels showing. So it's kind of a cool card. I told him this is my favorite card, Yastrzemski card. The other ones are kind of, in my opinion, a little more. They're kind of, I don't know, comic type drawing type thing. Where this one to me it was, his first card, really standing at a pose. It's a nice card with the background of the stadium there. So I just thought this was my favorite Yastrzemski card. So we'll keep my Yastrzemski card there. And, other stuff we talked about was, my history and, some of the people that I'd met during my collecting days. And these are just some more of those. This is Ken Hobbs. This is one of the top rookies in the day, and unfortunately he passed away in I think it was an airplane crash, similar to Thurman Munson. So, we talked a little bit about everything. I wish I would have asked him some questions, because I would have liked to know a little bit more about him and his collecting and his collection. But we ended up just talking, and it was really, really fun. So I hope you guys watch it tonight. It's at 6 o'clock. I think he's going to post it. And I showed, my favorite cards, pretty much most of my big cards. Of course, he wanted to see the 52 Mano, which everybody wants to see. and that's awesome. You know, I love that. It is one of my it is my best card ever. But you know, I enjoy these kind of cards too. The Bob Uecker and some of the other. Here's the Joe Pepitone. And these are the last cards of the set, and this is the first card in the set, which it was at the end of the pile, but that's number 1. So I gotta put that one in order here. So basically, I spent a good time talking to him. You know, he got me on the questions. I didn't. He also asked me about which Cuban player has the highest WAR, and I just couldn't think of who it was at the time. I said Canseco, but it was Rafael Palmeiro. And how could I forget, you know, Rafi, you know, had over 500 home runs, 3,000 hits. But, you know, the PEDs have really messed up a lot of things for 2 of my top players, Cuban players, Palmeiro and Canseco, and others like Bonds and all that. So he asked when they were going to be put in the Hall of Fame, and I really don't think they will be ever. You know, first they're going to have to put Bonds and Clemens in, and we'll see what happens after that. So anyway, I just wanted to do a quick video, just showing some of my 62 cards, because I wanted to show this. I wanted to show him this Yaz card. I just didn't have it with me. So Mike, here's my Yaz from 62. That's my favorite Yaz card. And I had that graded last year, and it came out a beautiful 7.5, which probably should be maybe a little better. It's beautifully centered. But that was it. That was the you know, the pretty much the show, and it was fun. Go ahead and I'll show one more time the mantle, just to get it, because I am going to go ahead and put this back in the safe deposit box. But I'll give you one last look at it, and you'll see it in the video. You know, that's one card he wanted me to share with everyone. So here it is again. That is my my 1952 Topps mantle. And I'll give you a good look at it. You can see it in all my other videos. It's a beauty. It's right out of the pack. That's how it came out of the pack. And it's a minimum size card. It just didn't meet the standards, but the card is just a beautiful card. It's nicely centered. It's so difficult to get these cards centered that it was so nice that they put it as altered. But you know, it isn't. It's SGC graded it also. They said it was a minimum size, but I didn't want to have it re-slabbed. I don't even want to take it out of the slab. It's just one of these things that it is what it is, and that's where it's going to remain. And there's the back of it. I didn't get a chance to show the back, but I'll show you guys the back of it. You can take a look at it. And PSA put it in some type of little baggie in here, in the holder, so you can't really see it as well in person. It just really looks gorgeous. But my favorite mantle of all still comes down to this one. To me, this is just means a lot to me. It's a card that I've had from the beginning. My first real big mantle card that I ever got, so that's why it means so much to me. So anyway, guys, please watch me and Mike tonight at around 6 o'clock on the Junk Wax Hero channel. And there's the Carl Yastrzemski card that we talked about. So thanks everyone for watching. Appreciate your comments, and really just enjoy talking and chatting with everyone. So thanks a lot, guys. This is Orlando from A Collector's Dream. Have an awesome day. I'll catch you on the next one.